Hi everyone, it is Wednesday and I'm here to do the movie tag. Now if you've noticed, I haven't really talked a lot about like individual films, I suppose. I did that a lot earlier on in my content creation as opposed to now. And the reason for that is I actually have an entire podcast dedicated to talking about specific movies, film analysis, etc, etc. If you would like to listen to that, it is called Gentlemen Prefer Cinephiles. The channel, it will be linked down in the description box down below. We post to like Spotify, iTunes, Buzzsprout, etc, all that stuff. But we do also post on YouTube just in case people don't have access to streaming sites that stream the platform or stream the podcast. So yeah, if you want my thoughts on specific movies or more in-depth thoughts on specific movies, you can check out that podcast. And yeah, this channel is more filmmaking, more, you know, female empowerment, that type of thing. But without further ado, I'm going to move into the movie tag. I got this movie tag from Beauty Crush. I watched her a lot when I was younger and like I remembered that she did this and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it too. So that's where all the questions came from, and I believe she might have gotten it from somebody else. I'm not 100% sure. If she did, I will like link it down below with all the questions. If you want to do the tag, I tag you. Question number 1 is, what is your favorite movie of all time? My favorite movie of all time is The Hateful Eight. I think it's the perfect mystery film. It has a big cast. I love big casts, and I think it's just well acted, well done, well shot, everything. I think everything about it is perfect. Question number 2, what is your favorite scene from that movie? My favorite scene from that movie is the Who-Dunnit scene that happens right after intermission. It's when Samuel L. Jackson and Waltz and Goggins have everybody against the wall and they're kind of like deducing who did it and what happened, and I love that. I'm so in it because I love when movies make you want to like solve it along with them, and so that's the high point I think for The Hateful Eight for me, is that, you know, you're trying to solve it along with everybody, you know. Question number 3 is, who are your favorite actors / actresses? My favorite actors, I'm going to put 2, are Christof Waltz and Moritz Bleibtreu. I believe it's pronounced Bleibtreu. I think they're both excellent, and oh my god, if I'm recommending Christof Waltz, I mean any of Tarantino's films, but I particularly like him in Carnage. Then Moritz Bleibtreu, you know, Run Lola Run is the OG one, but I also really like him in My Best Fiend, My Best Enemy. That's it. I was mixing the German and the English names together. Sorry everyone. My Best Enemy is also a really, really good role that he is in. Then my favorite actresses are Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich is my cinematic mother. So she's my #1 in film ever of all time. And then Margot Robbie. I love Margot Robbie. I think she's so good. I live for her performance of Queen Elizabeth in Mary Queen of Scots. Obsessed. Question number 4 is the most annoying actors / actresses. Now, I really want to work in Hollywood, you know, across a wide range of people. I want to work with people, so I'm not going to answer this. I'm sure if you like went digging through my old podcasts and my old content, you'd figure out who I think, but I'm not going to answer it in this context. Question number 5, best director. Now, my very first impulse is Quentin Tarantino. He, you know, is really largely responsible for my initial love of cinema, and I also think he's just a fantastic director. I love how he approaches movie making. I love how he approaches script writing. I love everything about all of his movies. So like, Tarantino is the director I'm going to say. However, I also love Martin Scorsese, Fritz Lang, Agnes Varda, and so many more directors that I think are fantastic. So those people are also on my list. Question number 6, your favorite guilty pleasure film. That is Eat, Pray, Love. I don't think I need to explain why it's a guilty pleasure film, but you know, it's just a little problematic. So that's why Eat, Pray, Love is my guilty pleasure film. Question number 7 is your favorite tearjerker, and my favorite tearjerker is The Age of Innocence. The Age of Innocence. You know, when I particularly want to feel real sad and when I'm brooding at night in bed alone, I will watch that scene where like they kiss for the first time, and I'll just cry in bed. It's really dramatic, guys. It's really melodramatic of me to do that. It's very operatic, but yeah. Question number 8 is the character from a movie who scared you the most, and that is literally anyone in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That movie was horrifying. I gave it 5 stars and like a 10 out of 10, but I'm literally never gonna watch it again if I don't have to, you know? Question number 9 is the movie you love that everyone else hates. That's Showgirls. I felt personally triggered the other day because I guess not the other day, a couple months ago, I went out with like a bunch of the people who were working in the theater that I was like assistant directing at, and the stage manager was like, oh yeah, Showgirls, that really bad movie, and I felt personally triggered by that. You know what I mean? It was just so sad. So, you know, yeah, Showgirls. Question number 10 is the movie you hate that everyone else loves. That movie is La La Land for me. I'm not gonna go into it, but I just really don't like La La Land that much, so yeah, it's fine though. It's okay if you like it, you know, it's fine. Question number 11 is your favorite movie duo, and now I'm gonna answer this in terms of, you know, collaboration and like who I like working together, and I'm gonna say Alfred Hitchcock and Ingrid Bergman, particularly in Notorious. Mwah! Such a good movie. Now, question number 12 is your favorite animated movie. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to animated movies, and I wanted to avoid just being like, a Disney movie. So I put the most recent animated movie I saw that I really liked, and that was The Breadwinner. It was really good. It's on Netflix, I think. Question number 13, who is your actor/actress crush? My actor crush is Orson Welles. Oh my god, I would marry that man in a heartbeat. And then my actress crush is Hedy Lamarr, because I just have so much respect for everything she wanted to do in film that she didn't, you know, I have such respect for her vision of women in film. I think it's great. I think she's fantastic. Also, you know, she invented so much stuff that she didn't get credit for. Watch any documentary about her. And she did it all while being feminine and gorgeous. So, you know, huge crush on Hedy Lamarr. Question number 14 is your favorite movie villain, and my favorite movie villain is Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. Sorry, I just dropped it. Question number 15 is what movie surprised you the most, and that movie is Dancer in the Dark. Now I'm going to explain why this surprised me the most. Now I went into it thinking I was going to hate it because there was a large discussion about Lars von Trier's like attitude against film, and I think it's just a little artsy fartsy and like, you know, what's the word? Pretentious, you know? I think his view on film is very pretentious and artsy fartsy, and I just like, I don't know, that's my, you know, it's just my opinion of his viewpoints on film, and that's fine. But I thought Dancer in the Dark was excellent and so well done, and I think that's largely because of Bjork. Bjork is, oh my god, I don't know why she hasn't acted more. Dancer in the Dark was just like everything. It was a runner-up for the film that makes me cry, my favorite tearjerker or whatever. Oh, so good. Question number 16, if you could only keep one movie, what would it be? That movie would be Showgirls. I watch Showgirls all the time. I'll just put it on in the background and just let it play. Let it play multiple times. I'll watch it on a Sunday. I'll watch it on a Tuesday at like 12:30. I'll watch it on a Wednesday at 10 p.m. And Showgirls is perfect at any time of the day for any purpose. I love it. Question number 17 is a movie recommendation, and for whom? Now I wanted to recommend a movie for actors/actresses, and that is M by Peter Lorre, because by Peter Lorre, M by Fritz Lang, starring Peter Lorre. Because I think Peter Lorre's performance in M, it's my #1 performance in film ever of all time. So, you know, obviously I want all the actors and actresses to watch it. Question number 18 is, if you could go back in time and marry an actor/actress from back when, who would it be? I said it earlier, it's Orson Welles. I would wife up Orson Welles in a heartbeat. Also, I am a Latina, and he just married all the Latinas in old Hollywood, so I would be on the list, you know? I would be on that list. I tell everybody that, and it's like the one joke everyone hates that I make because I make it so much. Because I love Orson Welles. Anyway, question number 19 is one remake you wish had never been made. And that is the Psycho remake, you know, the Psycho remake. It is not because I'm hating on the Psycho remake and like I'm like, oh, it's bad compared to the normal Psycho. That's without saying. I just like really don't understand why it was made. It's literally a shot-for-shot remake in color where everything is the exact same, just it's different actors and in color. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand why it was remade. You know what I mean? It's like, let's remake it, but do everything the exact same except for one thing, you know? Question number 20. You're about to die, but you can only watch one more movie. What would it be? The movie perfect for any occasion. Showgirls, obviously. Question Question number 21 is, what is your favorite movie genre and your favorite movie from that genre? I have a tie for my favorite genre, but lately I've been feeling more particularly in love with one, and that is the musical. And I would recommend Gold Diggers of 1933. I literally listen to the music of Gold Diggers of 1933 all the time. Like, Gold Diggers of 1933. It's so good. And question number 22. What's the first movie you remember watching in theaters? In theaters. And this is the final question, actually. And the first movies I remember watching in theaters, I'm just gonna say generally, I remember watching the Harry Potter movies in theaters first. I believe it was either the Harry Potter movies or the Star Wars movies, because how my family did it was whenever a new Harry Potter was released and whenever a new Star Wars was released, we would go opening weekend and see it. So those were the early movies, and that was really the only time we went to the theater too. So like, those were the only movies I remember watching in theaters, or those were the first movies I remember watching in theaters rather. And that wraps up the movie tag. Please let me know what your answers to these questions are. I will leave all of the questions and answers in the description box down below so you can see it. And if you would like to hear my specific thoughts about movies, please check out my podcast. Hit it up. And so I will see you guys on Saturday. Mwah.